Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, today we can see about we were seeing SAQL's basics, right? Yesterday we have seen the SAQL basics with the sales dashboard, right? So what we can see is we can see the SAQL, but we will see, we'll continue with SAQL, but along with that, I will tell you how to model this dashboard or set up this dashboard because at the end we are going to show this as a dashboard, right? So ideally, what we can do is like if you want to, I will tell you some simple steps. Okay, suppose if you want to mm, make an arrangement to the dashboard, like for simple for this text. Okay, mostly we are concentrating on SAQL on this topic, so I don't go into alignments and all those steps. When we take up the dashboard sessions, then we can see that. Okay, so, for this, for example, if you wanted to change the overall color of this dashboard, right? So, what you can do is you can go to the settings. Normally, cell spacing, right? You can keep how much is the cell spacing you need. I normally kept it as 8, and you can keep the cell spacing. And if you want to change the background color to any dark color, right? For example, if you wanted to keep it to a dark color like this, okay, and background, then you can do this. Okay. And for a widget, how do we change the background color? It's like when you click on this background color, then you can change the setting. So, and even for the text, you can change it bold, and as well as if you want to change the color, you can change the color. Okay. And the background color for the widget, and then you can choose the color whichever you want, and you can change it. Okay. So ideally, this is how this particular page looks. But any tile which we are representing, right, it should have a title aligned to it. Okay. So normally you can add a title in a graph, or if you want to represent on a title on the top of it, right? Then what you can do is you can just select an image from here, like ABC. This is a text. Okay. You can select it from here. You can align it to center. So what we are showing here is total opportunities, right? Total opportunities by amount. Okay, so you can mention the name by opportunities. um, Change this, and again you can change this to gold, and whatever color you want to put represent the whichever also you can change. This is just if you want to change the color. You can change it. Okay. So now what we have seen is like we have seen the opportunities by amount representation by using the SQL. Okay. So we will try to use some other functions to do it, right? So ideally when you are trying to bring a chart, you can bring a chart from here, and you can start adding your SQLs. Okay. So first of all, you can pick up the chart, and remember that like which are all the columns you are going to use. Okay, here we are having one special column for amount. So we'll use amount for now, and we can use the count also if required and count of rows. Okay. So again with this, I'm going to take the account type. Okay. So based on the account type, how we are going to display it. Okay. So today we can see four functions in total. Okay, for example, we can see how the uh, mm, okay, we have already seen the limit, group by, load, and all those functions, right? So today we can see about how we are going to use null functions. Suppose if your amount is null, okay, amount column is null, how you are going to replace that amount column, or you wanted to use a different column instead of this, okay, whenever you have null values, if you wanted to use a different values for that, how you can use it, okay. So ideally, you can switch to the SAQ mode. Okay. And see, suppose I'm having a account type, and I'm a column here. Okay. And if I feel that I might be getting a null values for the account type. Okay. I'm not getting it right now, but if I feel that if I'm getting a null values right for this, so there's a simple function you can use, which is a police function. Okay. When you use this value, okay, for this account type, and you can replace any value. So suppose if I wanted to say this account type as some value which is about, okay, should be replaced if there is any null value, right? Any account type should be replaced. Okay. So what I can do is I can write a simple code expression to do that. Okay. So what it will do is it will try to find out whether my value is null. If my value is a null value, then it will be replaced with this. Same can be done for account name also. Okay. For example, if you want to do for account name, you can copy this police function from here and just paste this police function here. And then ideally you can check for the account name. And if the account name is null, then you can replace it with any value. For example, if you wanted to replace it with not applicable or something, okay, if you wanted to say this as English. So this function can bring you this values, okay, like you can bring this value, okay. And that you might face the scenarios, right? You might have the opportunities name, product name, and all those information. Suppose if you want to use the product name, okay, product name also in the account name values. And if you need to do, if you want to coordinate any two fields which is in a string, for example, account name and opportunity name, but you wanted to show account name and opportunity name in the same field, right? How you can do that? Okay, so there is an string concatenate operation, right? For example, if you are doing in an SAQL, you can use the plus symbol to do it. Okay, and when you wanted to concatenate it, you just use a simple plus symbol and we just concatenate it. And ideally, what happens is this two particular fields will be concatenated. Okay, so what I'm doing wrong is here there is a field name. Already I have provided as an alias name. Okay. And account type will not be coming up here because I have made it as a single field. Okay. So what happens now is when I run the query, it is being grouped by a particular value. But after concatenation, what it will happen is see, you can see this account name which comes with customer about 358 and customer Adams 356. The two fields has been concatenated into a single field. Okay. And as well as if you see the more important concept is how you are going to use the filter. Okay, suppose if you want to see the filter, now you are seeing the customer as well as partners, right? So if you want to see the account type only for the uh, customer, I don't want to see the partner. So how you can do is the syntax would be Q is equal to filter Q by, okay, the name of the field which you want to take, which is account type, right? So you can copy that particular field, account type, okay, and you can paste it here. Q is equal to filter Q by account type, or you can search it here also. You can search if you know the name of this particular field, you can search it. And what you need to do is you need to copy the API name, okay, because API name only will work. Okay, for example, if you wanted to do a customer, you wanted to show only customer. Okay, so what you can do is you can add it as a filter. And when you do that and run this query, right, you will be able to see only customer related information. You can see this in this result, only customer related information are being shown, but not as a partner. Suppose if you don't want to see customer, you wanted to see only the customer, you know only this particular value, right? So what you can do is not equal to customer. You can enter not equal to customer. When you do that, then you will be able to see only the partner information from here. Okay, so now you can see this. I'm limiting it to 50 now. Okay, the limit value is 50. Okay, so but it is bringing the first 50 records, but I don't want those information. For example, limited to 5. Okay. It is bringing the first 5 records, which is being ordered by account name. I need to order by amount and I need to bring the particular fields. Okay. So for that, what I need to do here. Okay. So for that, I need to order it by amount first. To do that, amount is alleged as A. So I'm changing this to amount and count as total. Okay. Count will be total always. So I'm taking this amount and I'm pasting it here. And instead of ascending, I'm saying it as descending. Okay. So what happens now? Like the values will be ordered descending, and I will be able to get those five records. Okay. So what I can do now is two is equal to if I set offset. Okay. Offset of five. What this offset function does? Okay. For example, you can use this particular offset functions normally to get those values. Okay. For example, if you wanted to get values after five, right? After five, which is the greatest number which you wanted to get, then for those example, you can use this offset function. Okay. So you'll be not getting the highest value. What you will get is you will get the next values, okay? Next highest values. You can see this, you are not getting the same value when you are using this. You can comment this and check, okay? So previously, what value you are getting? What was the maximum amount you are getting? Okay. It means that 591670, right? But whatever values when you use offset, you will not get when you are using the offset. What is the use of offset is it will not bring the highest value of 1 to 5, but it will bring it from 5 to 10. Okay, but if you want to see from 10 to 20 records, for example, you don't want to find out the top five, you wanted to find next top five. For example, if you sold any opportunities for a particular amount, right? Each and every company will be interested to see what are all the top amounts I have done, right? I have done as an input, right? For example, if you have done a sales for millions of records, millions of amount, then the company will be always interested for which account and for which customer I have done the millions of records, right? But what you can show again for the customer also, you can optimize them. You can set the offset condition to 5. And if you limit it by 5, what it does is it will give you the next set of records. Not only the first set, it will give you the next set of records. Okay. That is also possible by using this offset function. Okay, this is a simple filter function and order by and offsetted limit. Okay, so how do you design it dynamically? Okay, this whatever we are providing is not dynamic, right? It is whatever the values which we are providing us, the user is selecting first five, top five, and he wanted to see the top five records, right? That is only the next top five records, for example. We don't want to see top five, he wanted to see the next top five records. For that, we have done this particular scenario using the software. Okay, but suppose if you want to do it dynamically, okay, see, I click on top 10, top 15 here. What it is happening is each and every record is changing, but this particular widget is not changing because we did not set anything dynamically. Okay, for example, if I click on top 5, it should give next, it means that 6 to 10. If I click top 10, then it should give 11 to 20. If I click top 15, it should give 16 to 30, right? How we can achieve that, right? How it is possible to achieve that, right? What you need to do, you need to embed it in two places. One is at the offset as well as one is at the limit. Okay. So for example, I'm going here. I'm just adding this offset function here. Okay. For that, what I need to do, I need to copy the step name first. Okay. The step name is this one, this particular ID. Okay. So I'm going to the advanced editor, switching to the query mode. Here in the query mode, and actually, like I said, the advanced interaction editor, how to use this advanced editor is like you need to go to the query, and from here you need to paste this particular value. Okay, and from here you can select the cell, and index is 0, and you need to select the text too. Okay, so when you do that, it should be a selection also. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm copying it. Okay, and I'm passing it dynamically here as well as I'm passing it dynamically here. Okay, I'm clicking on save. So it will not change because it's a top 5. But once I click on top 10, you can see it is displaying all the top 10 records, which is off from 11 to 20. Okay. It means that values which has been ordered by descending and next set of records, not the same records, top 10 records. Okay. And when I click on on, it will be sharp displaying all the records. But for this, you don't have more than thousands of records, so it will be not able to display for this. All will not work fine for this. Okay, but it will work fine for here. Okay, suppose if you don't want, you want to see only the particular records which you want, which you are selected. You don't want to see the next set of records, right? For example, if you're selecting top 5, you wanted to see only the top 5 records. So what you need to do in that case, you don't want to use this offset function. You just need to comment it. Okay. When you comment it here, then if you try to see, it will be showing the top 5 and top 10 records based on the values, higher values which it is. Okay. Okay, you can see here this offset function has been generated like this. Okay. So now you have seen, like I have applied a filter, but I'm able to see only partner here. The user might be confused, right? Like why I'm seeing only the partner information here. I'm not able to see any other information. So for that, what we can do is we can add a filter section. Okay. So it means that we can get an input from the system dynamically instead of passing it here. I showed a way like to pass here, but not only we can pass that, but what you can do is you can create a you can pick up this container and inside the container, it's not mandatory to pick up it, but only to make the look and feel good, we can pick up the container and from here you can add your list filter. For example, if you're adding the filter here, what you need to do is you need to pick this list filter from here. Okay, and from here you can you need to add a type here. Okay, so I'm adding a type. Okay, I just created the type, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this filter from here. I don't want this filter to be added here. Just remove this filter. So now what it shows, it will be able to show the partner and as well as the customer also. For example, if you're selecting the customer, it will show the customer related information. If you're selecting the partner, it will show the partner related information. Okay. So the one thing is, uh, it did not comment the particular value. Why it does not comment the particular value is whenever you are commenting the value, it should not commented before the new line. Okay, it should be commented after the new line. Once you do that, only then you will be able to achieve the right output. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I have done this. So you can see this top 5 records for the customers. Okay. For example, if you want to display the customer, you clicked on customer, right? It will show only the customer information. And if you are clicking on partner, right? If you want to click on partner, it will show only the partner related information. This is how you can dynamically work between the filters without using any coding. Okay, here I did not use any coding. I just added the filter. But by using this particular filter, I'm able to dynamically switch between. But now it's not about only this particular widget. You can see here, this widget is also filtering this particular value. You can see this. It's at the partner, so it is been filtered. So I need to filter customer as well as partner. I need to do a multiple selection. How to do that? Click on this particular filter properties. Okay. And what you can do is you can go to the filter section. You can click on the query and in the selection type instead of simple selection, change it to multiple selection. And if you don't want to update instantly, you can remove that. So when you do that, you need to select customer and update it. Only then your filter will be applied. Okay. So normally, we can either keep the update values or we can remove it based on the user requirement. See, I have commented these values, so it is not commented. But in future, if you need to add it, it is easy for you to add it. So yeah, this is about the today's session, right? So what we have seen for the today's session is the quick recap would be like we have seen about the filters, we have seen about the police function if we are getting any null values or we will replace that particular value. And we will take up a particular scenario and can work on that. And we use the offset function and what is the use of that particular offset function and how we are dynamically switching between these values. All those things we have covered today. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay, if the today's session is clear, then we can drop off. Thank you guys. Bye.